Good afternoon, dears. Today's our new topic is traveling. In this lesson, we will learn a lot of useful vocabulary about traveling. Let's begin. So, this is a list of vocabulary items related to traveling. I go by, I go, it's meaning I go on means of transport. I go by plane, or or I fly. I go by car, I drive. I go by ship, I sail, bicycle, biker, I ride, bus. I go on horse, I go on foot. It's meaning I go on foot, it's meaning that I ride. I go on foot, it's meaning I walk, and others. Public transportation, which is public transport, is a system of vehicles such as buses and trains, which operate at regular times on fixed routes and are used by the public. Means of transport. The relative types of transport can be the road, the highway, the port, the airport, arrival, and departure time. Where is the information desk, please? To commute is to make the same journey regularly between work and home. It's exhausting commuting from Brighton to London every day. A journey is a traveling from one place to another, especially in a vehicle. I love going on a long journeys. To journey is a verb form, usually used with adverb or preposition to travel somewhere. We journeyed south at the airport. Show me your passport, please. I'm here on business vacation. I'm traveling alone with my family. Customs, its meaning is a place at a port, airport, or border where travelers' bags are looked at to find out if any goods are being carried illegally. Customs officer is a person whose job is to look inside travelers' bags to make certain they are not taking goods into a country without paying taxes. Anything to declare? No, there is nothing to declare. Nothing to declare. You have got a lot of baggage. Why don't you use the baggage card? How much is one-way ticket to New York? If you make a round trip, you go on journey and return to where you started from. A journey in an aircraft is a flight. Flight also means an aircraft that is making a particular journey. I'll never forget my first flight. Flight 474 to Buenos Aires is now boarding at gate 9. First class, business class, and economy class. What time does the plane for takeoff land? Check in the place at the airport where you should show your ticket so that you can be told where you will be sitting. At the station, at the station you can use such kind of words. How much is a ticket to? The regular transfer train. Is there a reduced fare for children? For large families? Where is the station? Where can we buy tickets? What time will the train leave? What is platform number? If you speak about by ship or a boat, we can tell a ferry. A boat is boat or ship for taking passengers and often vehicles across an area of water, especially as a regular service. A cruise is a journey on a large ship for pleasure, during which you visit several places. By bus or coach. Where is the bus station, please? When does the bus leave for? How many stops before? A bus with without air conditioner. By car. Where is the parking lot, please? Where can I park my car? Can I park my car here? Where can I rent a car? So, if we speak about traveling, we can use such kind of traveling words and phrases. And other items. Now let's watch a video about traveling. Traveling vocabulary. Like this.
Many of these words you already know. So you're wondering, why am I putting these words in the list? Why am I including these words in the transportation vocab video? Well, one of the things I want you to do when you're building your idea bank, okay, is to use take, when to use ride, the these without in the product. You take the bus, you take a taxi, you take a train. Now, you could take a plane to Paris, but again, remember, you want to also have flexibility. You want to also show a bit of range. You can just fly to Paris. Fly includes the plane. Just like drive includes the car, but you can drive other things. You have to be a bit careful. You can only fly a plane. You're not going to, I mean, technically you can fly a hot air balloon to Paris, but why would you, right? So, in ship, say, you can take a ship, or you can go by ship, or you can sail to England from Canada, etc. Ride. You ride in an open vehicle, right? Opening means like there's nothing around you, like you're just generally sitting. Motorcycle, you ride a motorcycle, you ride a bicycle, you ride a horse. You don't have to be sitting though, you can be standing, you ride a skateboard. But essentially there's nothing around you. You're like in an open air and you're on some sort of vehicle. Okay? Drive. When you drive something, you're operating it yourself. Mostly we use it with car, truck, and boat because you're driving all of these things that have an engine or that have a motor. If you're not sure, you can operate all of these things. Operate anything that has a motor or an engine, etc. Now, you get in. When you get in something, you're sitting. So you get in a car, you get in a truck, you get in a taxi. You go inside and you sit. You get on something that you're standing. Okay, so you're standing, so you get on a train, you get on a bus. Even if there are seats, you can walk to the back, you can walk up and down the train, you can walk up and down the bus. You can get on a boat, on a ship, I should say, because you can walk. In a car, there's nowhere to walk. In a taxi, there's nowhere to walk. You're just sitting right away. All of these things, when you're getting on, you're standing. Eventually, you can find a seat. Unless it's on an open air vehicle, in which case, like you're sitting, like you get on a motorcycle, you get on a bicycle, and you sit, but you're in open air. Again, it's a little tricky, little details here and there, but the more you practice it and the more you read, the more these become tattooed on your brain, as they say. Now, board. Board, embark, disembark. When you talk about a ship or you talk about a train, you can board the train, you can board the ship, you can board the bus. It's the same as get on, essentially. Now, the reason I want to mention embark and disembark, embark, get on, disembark, get off, you go directly with the vehicle. Embark a train, embark a bus, embark a ship. If you embark on something, and this is again, that's why it's important to understand phrasal verbs, it's important to understand idioms, collocations, and this is why the graders want you to use these things. Don't be afraid of phrasal verbs in your writing. If you embark on something, it means you're beginning a journey. Embark on a mission means you're beginning the mission, the journey to that mission. Embark on a career, your career is a journey. You're starting your career. So be careful not to mix embark on with embark a vehicle. Now, mode of transportation and means of transportation. Generally speaking, they're almost the same. Many people use them interchangeably. Mode technically is the approach to traveling. So you're traveling by air, by land, or by sea. The means of transportation is the actual tool, the actual vehicle you're using. Car, boat, taxi. Now, you can use mode of transport or mode of transportation. Means of transport, means of transportation. Both are okay. One is a little bit more popular in British English, one is a little more popular in American English. Both are technically correct. But when you talk about transports, for the most part, we're talking about commercial. Transportation, we generally more about passenger. And speaking about commercial and passenger, commercial vehicle or commercial transport, we're talking about cargo. Okay, I forgot to mention this here actually. I'll put this here. Commercial vehicles carry cargo shipments basically to companies or materials or parcels or etc. Passenger vehicles carry passengers. So commercial vehicles have a cost. There's the cost of shipping, the cost of the labor, gas, or whatever you're using, tariffs, customs, etc. Passengers have a fare. They buy their ticket, they get on, they get off. That's all there is to it. Okay. You can use transport. You can use a vehicle for basically both of them. Passenger transport, not as common. Passenger vehicle, more common. Commercial transport, more common. But again, interchangeable. Now, a lot of you will have there's always going to be a possibility of a question about traffic. Big cities versus small towns and modern lifestyles and all these things. A lot of people talk about traffic. So you can use the word congestion or you can use the word traffic. Now, traffic doesn't mean many cars that you can't move. Traffic just means any movement along a highway or a sidewalk. You can even say pedestrian traffic. If you're going to open a business, like a store, you want to open in a location that has high pedestrian traffic or high foot traffic. A lot of people walking back and forth that will see your shop and come inside. Right? If you want to talk about a traffic jam, that's when cars are so many cars that they can't move. Then you can talk about traffic jam. Now, never use the word jam without the word traffic. They go together. This is a fixed collocation. If you say jam, it means something else. It could be something you put on bread and eat. It's very tasty, like strawberries or blueberries or whatever. Or it could be a slang word for a difficult situation. You know, he's in a jam. He's in a difficult situation. If you want to talk about traffic, traffic jam, both together. Now, I've seen people who say traffic jam, traffic jam, traffic jam. You want to have synonyms, you want to have options. Heavy congestion. Congestion just means traffic. It doesn't mean a lot or a little. It just means it's happening. Heavy congestion is the same as traffic jam. Gridlock, bottleneck. Because a bottleneck, a bottle is wide, and then it comes to the top where you actually drink. That's the bottleneck. It becomes narrower. All the lanes come together. All the ones in the back slow down. That's why it's called a bottleneck. You could also say bumper to bumper traffic, but that's more informal, more slang, not for academic writing. Now, commute. If you're talking about traveling from work to home to work to home, we call that a commute. Okay? You do this every day, you do the same route basically every day. If you want to talk about rush hour traffic, you can just say the morning commute or the evening commute. The morning commute is understood as the time that everybody goes to work.
So I think all the informations are very clearly and understandable for you and about traveling. As a home task, you should do all the tasks and on the Moodle platform, and don't forget it on the in time to submit it on time. And you should watch all the videos about traveling and all the. And you should do you should study all the PPTs about traveling on the Moodle platform. And then now our lesson is over. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.